So
Okay.
I hit the thing and touch the bush at the exact right time, and the mayor and Marnie go flying out of the bush and run off in different directions.
Is Marnie the old lady?
The one we buy the animals from.
Oh. Ugh.
Ooh, Robin needs some hardwood. I'm on that.
They took 1,000 gold for bringing me home. Those assholes.
That's not that bad.
Oh yeah, Robin does need hardwood.
Yep.
Okay.
But swish.
Let me get my cat some water.
Don't worry, baby. I'm coming. I got all the hardwood for you.
If I hadn't been dealing with a hobo, I wouldn't have passed out last night.
Yes, you were out late pleasing a hobo. I got it.
I wonder if you sit here in this barn and watch all day long, if they will actually go and eat the straw
yes.
one by one.
I believe they will, actually.
They all kind of eat their own... Damn it. Eat their own
Well, I know
piece.
if you let them walk outside where there's, like, grass, you can actually watch them go out and eat pieces of grass. I'd assume just to kind of make it so that the grass is, like, the first thing they eat, they'll probably leave the hay for last or only eat later in the day or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
gotcha.
That's my assumption.
Oh wow, look who didn't do the fucking chicken coop again. Yeah. That's fine, I'll get it.
You almost make me feel bad about it. And I think you owe me an apology for making me feel bad about it.
Why do I have to deal with all the chickens?
Because I forgot?
And the rabbits, and the ducks.
If it makes you feel any better, I do actually feel kind of bad about that. Not really my intention, but I was just off in a hurry to give Robin my hardwood.
Uh-huh.
I suppose that actually makes it worse on some level.
Well, if the town sees us as a gay couple, then yes, it does.
Well, you keep it in your pants. We're trying to pull off this con.
I swear there's a movie about that or something, where these guys have to act gay or something for some reason. Oh, I think it was,
There's a lot of movies like that, isn't it?
I think it was Adam Sandler and, Paul Blart. Or not Paul Blart, fucking Kevin James. I only know him as his meme name. Damn it.
You know, funny enough, I've never actually seen Paul Blart, but I listened to a podcast called Till Death Do Us Blart. Did I ever tell you about that?
No.
So the idea of the podcast is that it's a group of comedians that have made what they call a death pact, so that once per year on Thanksgiving they will re-review Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, all as a group.
Okay.
They are on the 4th year at this point.
Dang.
Yeah, they've kept with it. In fact, I'm looking forward to this year's episode. But what I love is that each year so far, it was based off this podcast called The Worst Idea of All Time. These Australian comedians would rewatch the same horrible movie once a week for an entire year and then have to try to talk about it for like a half hour at a time. And the thing is, like in that podcast, they very quickly began developing their own like insane conspiracy theories about what was like secretly happening in the movie. And they've already done the same thing with this one. They have created their own like pseudo-fictional characters, their own timelines. They've been trying to think of like different ways to explain stupid plot points when the movie is just garbage to begin with. They've actually made me want to watch the movie.
Well, I mean, if that was the end goal, then I guess they succeeded.
Yeah. Although honestly, there's also a number of other movies I really want to see that I've heard of on that and the Flophouse. The two main ones, I really want to see a Neil Breen movie at some point, just because those sound so fucking insane. I'm not sure. Like, I feel like I'd have to see one at some point. That, and there's an animated movie called Food Fight, which I'm pretty sure would, like, literally cause me physical pain to watch, but I really want to try seeing it.
I don't believe I've heard of that one.
Well, you'd be forgiven for assuming that it was like just some weird budget animated film, like a 3D animated thing. But you'd be wrong there, because Food Fight had a budget of $80 million.
Dang.
Yeah, they basically... It's a movie about, like, the hidden magical world of food mascots in a grocery store. And they tried to get a bunch of, like, food companies to sponsor them and, like, put their own mascots in the thing.
Didn't happen.
No, they got a few of them somehow, but they just didn't get the any important ones.
Like
In
not
fact,
a single
they make fun
one.
of a few. Well, they make fun of a few mascots that clearly wouldn't let them, like Mr. Clean and stuff like that. But the movie is... Like, I'm not sure how to describe it to you, because it really is more insane than description can warrant. I mean, I've heard it described... It basically, if you think of it, it's like... If you took somebody who is, like, a really fucked up, like, furry pervert, and had never really animated anything before, but really wanted to try, and gave him a fairly large budget and a bunch of, like, models that were all from different animated films, and he had never actually seen a real human moving before, but had heard about it in books. Like, I really can't describe it to you. Actually, I'm going to find you a clip of this, just so you can get a faint idea.
Okay. Also, Linus just told me that sleeping on the ground is good for his back. I don't believe him.
By the way, the movie Food Fight focuses on a character called Dex Dog Tective, who is played by Charlie Sheen.
Oh, really? So Charlie Sheen is the basically the star of the movie, then? Voice actor?
Yeah. So I should warn you, the thing I'm sending you is the official trailer. Like, this is not trying to make it look bad. This is their real attempt at making a trailer that looks good.
Okay, I'll check it out when we get done playing, I guess.
It is deeply offensive and worrying on so many levels.
Yeah.
Do you ever take a day off? No. Making my fucking money. Top of my hustle for a single day.
I'm glad our characters can't freeze to death, apparently.
That would make it a little harder.
I mean, because I'm standing out here in the snow just fishing for hours. Ooh, largemouth bass. That's a new one. Never got that. It's a green fish.
I'm sure we've gotten those before. I've gotten tons.
Why is it green, then? I've never gotten a green fish.
Really?
Yeah, this one's green.
Yeah, I know. Largemouth bass. Green, kind of rounded.
Yeah, I've never gotten that one.
Wow, I've gotten tons of those.
I don't think I have.
That's
I did
possible.
If I did, I don't remember it being green at all. Put it that way.
You just didn't get one of the green ones. I gotcha.
A fish can be different colors. A sturgeon. See, that one also seems new.
I'm pretty sure I've gotten one of those too at some point.
Man, I wonder how... Like, you think it's actually possible to have a semi-successful farm going with, like, a coop and a barn and all that, whilst also talking to everybody every single day and giving them all a gift like twice a week?
I doubt it. Most of these games are built upon it being kind of impossible to do everything at once.
It seems like a lot of micromanaging, you know?
Yeah.
Plus, people are always in a different place every day at a different time, or usually, you know, they'll move around too.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, that does make it hard to find them, and I mean, to pull from yet another one of my quotes of, you know, if this game was more like Rune Factory, one thing that was useful in that game is when you had the town map open, it literally had a moving icon for every character.
Oh,
You
really?
could always see exactly where they were standing.
Huh.
Made
That's
it
pretty
very
neat.
easy to find people.
You start that sentence. Oh, wait, let me guess. What was it like in Rune Factory?
Hold on a moment, I'm just gonna prognosticate a little bit here. You're gonna talk about Rune Factory again. But then that'll, you know, maybe. Few times today.
Reminds me of another guy I know. You know, he'd always compare Monster Hunter World to another Monster Hunter game. Every day.
I actually got to do that once in real life in a way that really made me happy. I'd been in a relationship for a while that really was not working out that well, and I had a friend who, she just routinely would tell me, like, you need to dump her, you just need to end this. And I wasn't disagreeing with her, she was basically right. But I mean, it was a little more complicated than that, as it usually is, and I didn't really want to, etc., etc. So finally, she gets in a bad kind of relationship, and she's in that same position of like, oh, I really should end it, but I don't really want to. And I had this moment of like, Megan, I had a great friend once that told me some really great advice, and she just immediately knew what I was about to do. It was like, you son of a bitch, if you say one fucking word, like, this wonderful girl named Megan, she told me, you just gotta dump them occasionally. It's like, you bastard, you can't do this. It was really fun.
Sounds like it ended on good terms.
Oh yeah, she wasn't upset about it. If anything, I think it might have helped make the point a bit.
Alright, there's a bunch of fish. Yeah, this tree's not growing. I think this tree's dead. It's just a dud. Sometimes it happens.
Listen, I believe in our
I
trees.
spent 800 gold on that fucking sapling, but whatever. It's fine.
Turns out it's just a fancy rock.
Take it back to
lying to you.
Take it back to Pierre and just be like, hey, what the fuck? Okay? Finest
Probably
seeds,
declined
whatever.
into the fjords.
He'll just turn it around on us. Oh, you didn't take care of it. Your soil wasn't fertile. Didn't have the right type of pH.
You have
level.
seen the dead parrot skit, right?
Dead
Just
parents?
The dead parrot skit from Monty Python?
I mean, maybe. I don't. I've seen so many different clips of Monty Python that I've almost collectively seen the entire thing, but I've never sat down and watched all the pieces and episodes and stuff.
I got you. It's just, like, it's one of the most famous skits, most likely. It's the guy trying to return a dead parrot to a pet shop.
I think that one does sound familiar.
Well, it's all based around the idea, like, the guy told him that the fact that the parrot was dead was not, like, just resting, look. Look, matey. When I got home, I found the only reason that parrot was sitting on its perch in the first place was that it had been nailed there. Of course it had been nailed there. If I hadn't, it would have muscled up those bars and voom! Look, matey, this parrot wouldn't voom if I put 4,000 volts through it. It's bleeding demised.
It's bleeding demised.
Not resting, it's passed on. It's no more. It's ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. If you hadn't nailed to the perch, you'd be pushing up the daisies. This is an ex-parrot. It's a stiff, bereft of life. It rests in peace. If you hadn't... Ah, man.
A little concerning how much of that you've got memorized.
I stumbled over it there for a second and realized I had messed up one of the bits, but no,
I didn't know any better, though, so...
Yeah, that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped so rapidly there. I didn't want to step over into a line you'd recognize. God help me what you'd think of me if I heated a line.
By the way, did you put a skeleton statue that they put on my bed?
No, of course not.
I just noticed it, just now. It's kind of creepy.
Is that the kind of thing I would do? Really? I mean, look into my eyes right now. Would I do that?
I can. I'm looking into the eyes of the farm animals that you don't take care of because I'm petting them.
All I see is neglected chickens. Bunch of little little adorable bunnies saying, "Why, father? Why do you not love us?"
I think this might be my last night, by the way. Or day, I should say.
That's fine.
What was I gonna do? I've got that taken care of. I could go socialize with the commoners, I guess.
Heaven forbid.
Where's the jam? I'll take it with me.
Must you talk to them?
I will give them the jam. Or the jelly.
Don't encourage them, Reginald. Soon we'll be putting on airs and assuming they can talk to us.
Social.
As Admiral's miserable paws look at me, I didn't feel clean for a week.
I think I may have sent you that little comic where it's just like, you know, it says this hand sanitizer kills 99% of all germs. Like, what happens to the other 1%? You know, and it just shows those two germs just like in a fancy mansion with a monocle watching all the other germs, like, being washed away. It's like, it's a shame. It's like, quite.
Yeah, definitely a shame. Tragedy, really.
The fat bus lady just asked us if we had any, she asked me if we had any hogs on the farm. Whoa, you're a dick. Who are you? Who is this guy?
What's his name?
Shane.
Oh yeah, he came back this year.
He's a
or
dick.
This,
He said, I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? Wow.
Yeah, he shows up during this season.
Well, he could fuck off during this season too, for all I care. Here, Pierre, I've got some jelly for you. It's very kind of you. I like this. Yeah. Thought you might. I love animals, Mr. Ambrose. If you treat yours well, I'm sure we'll become good friends. Well, you know I am, but I don't know if that's actually helping.
Mr. Ambrose is my father.
Not good enough friends with Abigail to enter her bedroom. You're not good enough friends with Pierre. You know, it's crazy that how fucking huge this house becomes once you enter it. It is insane.
You should see what happens to ours once we upgrade it a few times.
I love it. Well, I went and talked to the green-haired chick, and she's just like, I wish Abby wouldn't spend so much time in her room. And Abby's literally right behind her in the kitchen, just standing there.
It's a very passive-aggressive mother tactic.
To Mr. Pierre, it pains me to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel obligated to inform you of a recent development most threatening to your livelihood. Jojo Co. has decided to expand into Pelican Town. It's too late for protest. They've already broken ground. So many years obscured by this. As a manager of the JoJo Mart, I feel as personally responsible for your predicament. I'd like to offer you a position as an assistant grocer, where you start at 5G an hour. I'm just exploring their house.
Hour?
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's awful. I'm exploring their house, by the way. That's fine. What kind of shrine is this? This is like an altar of
Oh,
Yoba.
you found like the Satan shrine.
Well, I found Yoba's shrine. I don't know if it's... Can I give it jelly? No? Okay. I was going to offer it jelly, but it didn't want none. I guess we need to bring like a live farm animal. Alright, I'm getting out of here. This place sucks. You all suck. I'm out. Leah. Hello, Mayor. Here, have some, You've already given Lewis a gift today. No, I haven't. Did you give him a gift? Or does it just always say that for some reason?
You can check the list of people you have to see who you've given gifts to and who you haven't.
It seems like every time I've tried to give him something, it always says I've already given him a gift, even though I know that I haven't.
Maybe the gift is your presence. Your presence is the present.
Oh. Okay.
You ever thought of that?
No. I can't believe this guy charges fucking 400 gold for a beer.
Yeah, and then think about that again at that like 5G of like an hour rate. What is that? That's like
You have to work 100 hours for this one beer.
Yeah, seriously. That's like that is not a kind offer. That is literally just like him teabagging Pierre.
Well, he wasn't. At least he wasn't the one offering the job. It was JoJo Mart, not the saloon guy. I wasn't in JoJo Mart. I haven't. I should go up there. I wonder if I can get a job. You know, it is slow during the winter. I could have an art.
I did
job.
work with a guy once at Tim Hortons who had a farm.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah, Timmy Hose.
Yeah, I know Tim Hortons. They don't come down here.
It's not a great job.
Why can't I give more than 2 gifts a week? I mean, what am I gonna do? Just come off as like obsessive?
Well, you can give 2 gifts a week, just not to the same person. And yeah, I think it is kind of obsessive if you're like,
Hello, love me.
You're like, jelly, right here, have some more. I got more jelly.
I brought you some more jelly. Do you love me yet? Are we friends?
I caught you a delicious bass.
I've delivered delicious preserves. You seem like you're the kind of person who likes seeds in it, so there you go.
I just randomly accidentally hoed the ground and it gave me a winter root.
Speaking of which, important personality test. Do you go for jam or preserves?
Well, you know, quite honestly, 90% of the time we have jelly and like to go with or as well as, so I would just take jelly.
Well, I mean, that's basic. Well, okay, the way I was thinking of the difference is, like, preserves to me usually means, like, actual fruit in it, and usually, like, seeds.
See, the difference to me, in my mind, between jelly and jam is jelly doesn't have seeds in it, and it's not so mushy. Does that make any sense?
Kind of?
I don't know.
I don't know, honestly.
I don't like putting... I don't want a peanut butter and jam sandwich, let's put it that way.
Okay, and what is your favorite flavor of jam or jelly, whatever?
I mean, grape.
Really?
Yeah, you don't love grape jelly?
Yeah, grape jelly's okay, but man, that's actually kind of surprising just since...
Oh, what the fuck do you put on your peanut butter sandwiches?
Raspberry, man.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, grape jelly.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, maybe it's just like a northern thing, or like up in this area, but like, okay, so IHOP, right?
Yeah?
You go to IHOP, they've got like the big thing full of jams and stuff like that, you know, all the different little sachets of different ones. In my area, at least, the only thing you'll find left is grape jelly. Nothing fucking else. Like, all the, you know, the quote-unquote good jellies have been taken already.
It's pretty much only, like, grape jelly down here. Like, that's most
Really?
what the jelly you're gonna get from people when they eat stuff. Like, not
Wow,
even
alright.
kidding.
Maybe I can believe it. It's just, that's actually fairly unexpected. I mean, because, yeah, grape jelly is not bad. It's just, man. Like, I'm authentically surprised.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been to an IHOP in forever either, so I can't really say that they're still doing things the same way as they were.
Yeah. I mean, you did hear about their, like, IHOB thing.
Oh yeah, they changed it to the... It's just Hob now, or like, it's just the House of Pancakes now, isn't it?
Yeah, or like, I think it's like the Dunkin' thing, where their Dunkin' Donuts is now just becoming Dunkin'.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I heard about that too.
Now we're just Hop. Fuck everything. No more pancakes.
No more
I
pancakes.
don't know, like,
Just...
IHOP is one of those places where, for whatever reason, I actually do like it, even if it's not the best food. And I have
they
a
are
bad
open
habit-
24/7. That helps.
True. But I also have a bad habit, thanks to my family, of ordering off menu. Which is a really stupid thing to do anyway, but I mean, like, for whatever
Like,
reason... they
what do you
make
mean by that? Like,
At least in my area, they don't offer hamburger clubs, but they make them. So you can request a hamburger club even though it's not in the menu, and they'll make you one.
hamburger.
And
It's just like a club sandwich, only with just hamburger meat.
yeah, it's just a hamburger in the middle instead of, like, you know, turkey or something.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, that's
Legit.
weird. It's just basically just a hamburger, kind of. But
Well, yeah, in some ways, but, you know... Shut up.
it's literally just a hamburger on a fucking like piece of Italian bread or something.
Listen, I have a good point to make here, and I'm not sure what it is, but once I think of it, I'm going to make it, and you're going to feel bad about saying that.
It sounds like you're just picky, or you try to like be a special eater or something.
No, it's more a matter of, like, I just like them, and for whatever reason, my dad always ordered that when I was a kid, so I think I just took after him to some degree. They are tasty, though. Shut up.
I'd say I'm a picky
Although,
eater.
turkey clubs are better if you can find one with actual turkey, or at least it's made well.
This remind me of when me and Seth and another friend of ours went to Myrtle Beach, like a bajillion years ago. It was like 7 years ago. No, I could drink, but I could only just barely drink. I was 21, so it was 5 years ago. Me and Seth went out one night at like 2 o'clock in the morning because we just wanted to, we were walking the strip, you know, we were bored and kind of hungry. And the IHOP had closed for some reason. It was at 2 o'clock, but across the street there was this other place, and to this day the name still cracks me up because it's such a blatant ripoff of IHOP. Only it wasn't IHOP; it was just their version of IHOP right across the street, and it was still open. And it was called the
IHOP, International House of Crepes.
It was called the Pan American Pancake House. I don't know why that was so funny to us, but we've always kind of giggled at it. It's like the most off-brand name of IHOP you could ever come up with. International? No, Pan American.
The Intercontinental House of Pancakes.
The Intercontinental Ballistic Pancake House.
For late night eating, though, the best place I think I've ever had is still back in Maine, back in around Portland, Maine. Which I live close enough to when I'm back home that I've been able to go there a lot. There's a fisherman's dive called Becky's, and fisherman dive just because it opens at like 4 a.m. every morning.
Okay.
Might even be 24 hours a day now. But goddamn, like Hobson's Wharf special or that kind of shit, amazing fucking food. Actually, last time I had when Wolf came and visited, since pot's legal in Maine, we were able to actually get Wolf pot, so Wolf was actually pretty comfortable and full on munchies and all that. And it was really hilarious to drag Wolf down there at like 4 a.m. one morning when you're still up and just watch Wolf basically just go kind of like catatonic trying to eat like, the largest stack of blueberry pancakes I think they'd ever seen. That was fun.
I'm not a big fan of pancakes. I don't know why. I mean, they're okay. If they have chocolate chips in them, I guess, but...
Man, that's weird, because like, good pancakes are really, like, amazing. Lousy pancakes, nothing to them. But, for whatever reason, I can't stand chocolate chip pancakes. Everybody I know loves them, and I just feel like it isn't the right flavor to go with it for me.
To each his own.
Yeah, except that I am objectively correct that it is, strange that you like grape jelly. I'm just saying. You bastard.
I kept waiting. I'm like, damn, it's going on 1 a.m. He's just not going to go to bed tonight, is he?
Hey, level 9 combat. I can now make an iridium band. What that does.